Yep. Hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. Let me open this. Yep. So last class actually we are discussing about objects and arrays, right? And we also discuss an array of string. I mean string array and custom type of array like employee array we have discussed. Fine. So before we continues today's meeting, I want to tell you something because many people has messaged me like they are getting a lot of errors even though they write a proper program. Okay. So one thing you have to do is you need to set up or you need to disable. There is something called you need to disable ts lint. Okay. There are some strict rules there, so we have to disable that so that all your errors will go away. So let me show you what is that ts lint. I have already disabled, so I didn't get any errors like that. So let me enable and show you once. When you go to like this file and settings, in that just click on editor. Okay, file settings editor. If you expand the editor, there is something called inspections. Okay, here you can check, or here if you expand you can see both the place. Okay, inspections. If you just click on inspection, there are a lot of technologies which support by WebStorm. In that you need to select the TypeScript. In that there is something called TS-lint. So I have unchecked. Okay, so let me check once. Okay, even though I check I didn't get any errors. Okay, fine, and I'm not sure. Okay, so those who are getting some errors here, even though you write a proper program, so make sure you uncheck this one. Okay, inspections ts lint. So make sure you uncheck, click on apply and okay. So then you won't get any errors. Okay, if you write a proper program. Okay, so this is one thing, and yeah. So let's start today's session. Where we stopped last class is employee. Okay, employee array we have taken, and I did console.log of employees. So let me print it once. Let me run this program and then we'll talk the next one. Let me how to run. Let me right click, open in Explorer. Okay, here. Let me close all other. Okay, so let me copy this address and let's say CMD. No, no, no. Okay, open command line, cd space paste, enter. So now it is in D drive. So D colon enter. Okay, let me run the program. Node space app.js. So I got the whole array. Fine. Now, in this array, we have to discuss certain um, things inside. What are those? Is in VS Code, no need to configure. It works perfectly. Okay, nothing to configure in VS Code. Okay, fine. And so in yeah, first we'll understand how many ways how many ways we can loop an array. So how many ways we can loop an array? There are multiple ways we can loop an array. There are multiple some okay, some problem with my tone. Okay, how many ways we can loop an array? There are multiple ways. For example, you can use normal for loop. Okay, normal for loop you can use, or you can use for in loop. Okay, or you can use for off loop, or you can use for each function. Okay, and you can write a for each with arrow. for each with arrow function. Okay, so these many ways you can actually loop through an array. So we just discuss all of them. So first let's start with a normal for loop. So I have this entire array. So I want to loop it and I want to print only the names from this array. Only names I want to print. Okay. So what you do is, let's say normal for loop, normal for loop, for let let um, I of type number is equal to 0. One second, let me have some water. Okay, so let I equal 0. I mean, see, array means what? It starts from 0 index to the last index. Okay, so let me start from I of initialize to 0 and I less than or equal to employees array dot length. Okay, and then I plus plus. Okay, this is how you loop through. And here, see, suppose you have an array of like 10, 20, 30, 40. This is your array. So in that 10 index is 0, right? This is 1, this is 2, last index is 3. So I start from 0 index to the what? So I less than or equal to last index. So I'm not sure what is the last index. So how to get the last index? 3 means this is the length. Length is 4, length minus 1 is 3. So I less than or equal to, either you say length minus 1, I value up to length minus 1, or else you can say less than length. You can give both the ways. For example, if you say 10 less than or equal to 10, or 10 less than 11, same only, no, like that. Okay, okay, fine. And now let me do a, so I belongs to the index, so let me say console dot log of employees of I. Okay, if I say employees of I, what you get? Employees is a collection of objects. Okay, so in the iteration employees of I means you will get a particular employee object. Okay, fine. And let me check now. Can I run the program? I got all the objects. This is a previous one. Now current is like this. All objects are printed. I don't want all objects. I want to just print only the name. Okay. So employees of I is one element, that is object. In the object, I want to fetch only the name. So how to do that? Dot name. So I get only the names. See, I loop through the array and I got 4 names. Okay. But I want to print them side by side. Okay, we want to print side by side. You can say let uh, result of type string is equal to empty string. Let me just append to this result and print it. Okay, instead of printing just one after the other. Okay, so can we do result plus is equal to, I use backtick. Let me add employees of I dot name. Okay, let's say comma, or this is space. Okay, fine. Okay, so I may just append to the result and I just print the result here, console.log of result. So what happens? You will get all the list of, see, not this one. You got all the list of names here. So what we have done, we have made a loop through the each and every element of this array, and we are printing a um, particular property of that each element. So each element is an object. So particular property name I'm printing over here. I got it. Fine. So this is called a normal for loop. Okay, very regular, and you can say this is very old way of writing for loop. And something advanced to this is for in. and then for off, and then this one, and then this one. This is, you know, recent one. Okay, even a shortest format is this one. We'll see now for in loop. So how the for in loop works here. So I want to do same logic, means I want to print same names with a comma, I mean with a space separation. Okay, so how to write for in loop is for in loop. So I want to take a result to empty value because I want to append the same result. So I want to just clear the existing results so that I can add new results. And how to write for in loop is for let index in employees. See shortcut. Instead of writing I is equal 0, I less than length I plus plus, instead we have a direct statement for index in. Okay, so this is called as for in. So for in, and same like this we have for off also, that we'll see next. Now as of now for in, so what this for in will do is just like an index. See, we are looping through index only. Now I stands for index actually for our logic. Same like that here in the for in loop, this is representing index. You can actually give abc also, this name can be abc or whatever. Okay, but the the meaningful name is index because every iteration you receive the index. Okay, so with that index, let me fetch the data of each employee. So let me add employees of index. Okay, and then some space, and then let's make console.log of result. Oh, sorry, I need the name, right? If I say employees of index, you get the whole object. In that dot name, okay, you get all the names. Okay, fine. So just like this one we got here. So now let me run the program. I got a same answer. Okay, but some extra space. I think here two spaces are given. One space is enough. See, you get still okay. It's not compiled properly. Yeah. See, you get a same answer. Okay, fine. So this is called for in loop, and this index is not predefined. You can just give ABC also. You can also give ABC here. Okay, but the meaning is every iteration you get the index, so better will give index as a name. You can give I also here. Fine, that's about for in loop. And one more is for off loop. For off loop, what is for off loop is it is just like for in, but in for in we will receive every iteration index, but in for off loop every iteration you get the element itself. See, here we get the index of the element. In the for off loop, we will receive the element directly instead of index. Okay, I show you. Let me take the result to empty because I want to assign my own data now. So for let a of employees. Okay, see a small difference here. In is there, here off is there. Okay, so here index will come every iteration. So here A stands for actually the element, but each element is what in the employees array. Each element is representing one employee object. So better you write let employee of employees. So for let employee of employee. So every time you get each element of it. If it is a colors, let color of colors. Okay. If it is products, product of products. So each element you will get. Okay. Fine. And so I want to print it. So result plus is equal to backtick. I use the dollar. See, previously we got the index. I pass the index to the array to get the element, but here directly I'm getting the elements. So I say directly employee dot name like that. Okay, shortcut. And let's say console dot log of result. You will get again, you get the same answer. Okay, so there's three ways you can loop it, and I can say the for in loop is up to ES5 version. Okay, and this for off loop is coming from ES6 version because ES6 actually the major version which contains a lot of changes. So this also comes under this ES6 version. Anyway, we are writing all ES6 features like let constant for off loop kind of Okay, even in future we'll write some arrow functions and all, right? So this is another way of looping an array. And let's see one more way, that's called for each function. Okay, so here there is no function concept. We just made this normal looping concept. There is a function available in arrays is for each. So using this also you can create you can loop through the array. So let me do this one for each. So for each function, so let me take a result back to empty because I want to clear the empty I want to clear the results. And so how to write for each? So for each function on array, so you will call it differently. You just say employees array dot for each. So this expects inside one callback function. This expects inside a callback function. So for each inside, you can take another function which will receive each employee. See, for example, here every iteration you get the employee object, just like that. Employees dot for each. So for each is each iteration of this employee. So that each iteration you get the element of it. That element you can have here in this. So I receive each employee of these employees. So you will get the data employee dot name. You just add to the results, and then you can print it console dot log of result. Okay, so now just run the program. You got the same result. So four ways, same result. Okay, fine. So this is another way. Employees that for each, and for each element of employee you can do whatever you want after iteration. Okay, for each function. One more way is there, that is same for each with arrow function. Okay, so this arrow functions actually introduced in the ES6 version onwards. So with arrow function also you can loop it. I show you what is that. So it is exactly same as this one. Let me copy and paste. Same as this logic, but what is mean by arrow function is, in arrow function you never see a function keyword. Okay, you can just delete the function keyword, and after the parenthesis you just make an arrow. This will become an arrow function. I repeat, in this is normal function. Okay, so how you convert a normal function to arrow function is, there is no function keyword. Okay, there is no function keyword, there is a arrow after this brackets. Okay, this is what, a function. Okay, so now you get the same answer 5 times. One more thing is, in this arrow function, while you're writing arrow function, if there is only one parameter, see for example if you have only one parameter, then there is no need of defining the braces also. Okay, so I removed the brackets. So save it, run the program, same answer. And even if you have the single line, you don't need to make this brackets also. You can make even shortcut. I think I made a mistake. Okay, you can actually do this one. Okay, let's delete this, and you can do even shortcut is this one. Okay, so you know what, this is arrow function. Okay, don't worry, we will discuss that in the functions concept also. So employee, it just takes employee and it just returns this one. So result is equal to employee. So this is the shortest way of looping an array. So let me run the program. Let me run the program. I got the same answer but no space. Okay, let me 1 second. No space. There is a space. Okay, now check. I got the same answer. Okay, so this is the newest way to loop an array. So we have these many ways to loop an array. So initially, very olden days, we used to write these type of logic, but no one prefer this type of old thing, because This is the easiest one, so people start using it. Okay, only thing is you just need to habituate the syntax. Okay, fine. And now along with this, along with this, um, yeah, this how you loop. And one important thing is in Angular application, when you develop an Angular application, suppose you will have some sort of filtering. Filtering means you will receive a huge collection of data from server. Okay, like some hundreds of employees you will receive from server. Okay, in that I want to filter only the male employees, I want to filter only the female employees. Okay, I'm not talking about SQL query. Actually you can do the SQL query, but every time we never hit the SQL. Okay, so we can just fetch, we can just filter from local data. Okay, once you receive the bulk data we can filter that immediately. Okay, so I want to filter male employees, I want to filter female employees. So based on certain condition I want to loop it. Okay, for that we have a filter function that is very very popular in arrays concept, that is filter function. Okay, before I talk about the filter function, without using filter function, tell me, in this particular employees, I have different fields, right? Number, name, age, and all. So can you tell me age is 45, age is 55, age is 25, age is 28. Okay. So let me divide this array into two types. Like one is senior employees, one is junior employees. Okay. So who is called as junior employees is whose age. Okay. For any employee whose age is less than or equal to 30, I call them as junior employees. So in this case, Rajan and Laura, junior employees. Okay, and these two guys, senior employees. Okay, so now let's start with filtering logic, filtering an array. Okay, for example, if I say console.log of employees, if I do console.log of employees, what happens? You get a all elements, like 4 employees I got. I don't want, I want only Rajan and Laura. Okay, so you have to write a condition with age. Okay, who is less than or equal to 30. So without filter function, how you do? Simple, no? You can use either for each loop, or you can use for off loop. Anything you can just loop it, and then you can check the condition. Here we are not check the condition. You can check the condition, employee dot age is this so and so or not. If yes, push it to that. Okay, can we write that logic now? Can I say, but I need to take some temporary array so that I can push it. Okay, so let's junior junior employees of type employee array is equal to empty array, like this, because obviously junior employees also you get the same type of data, right? Maybe count will be less, but structure will be same. That's why I made employee type. Okay, I just declared empty array. So let me loop it. So for looping you can use multiple, I mean you can use these many. I select this guy for off. Okay, so because you get directly employee object. So can I write the logic for let employee of employees? Okay, let me fetch the particular employee from all employees. In this, what is the condition? Condition is whose age is less than or equal to 35. So I make if employee dot age, sorry, there's no gap, employee dot age is less than or equal to 35. Okay, if any of the employee matches this condition, so that particular employee I need to add to uh, this employees. Now tell me, if you have an array, if you want to add a new element to the array, what is the function you call? If you want to add some new element to the array, like we have a shift to unshift to push pop, like that, right? Yes. So you can do push or unshift. Push means it will add to the end of the array. Otherwise, you have unshift. This will add to the starting of the array. Let me use push function. Okay. So I say junior employees dot push employee, whatever the employee which satisfies my condition, so that particular employee I'm pushing to the junior employee. So this process will happen for it every iteration of the employees. Every iteration of employee, it will check whoever 35, push it. It will do the complete iteration. And finally, if I do a console.log of junior employees, let's see who are all junior employees. Okay, so let me cls run the program. See, I got only two, Rajan and Laura, because age 25 and 28. For example, I say greater than 35. Greater than means senior employee. So let me check now. Run the program. I got now only John and Wilson because these are more than 30. Okay. But as per our logic, it is just less than or equal to 30. Okay. So run the program. Got it. Okay. So this how you will write uh, looping as well as filtering by your own. But instead of doing this many steps, you have a shortcut filter function. Okay, so filter function is just like a for each. Okay, it will loop through and you can make the conditions inside. So let's start with filter. Okay, how to filter is using filter function, because we use most regularly in Angular applications how to filter the data. So that we should know first of all. So let me do one thing. Um, Okay, you can actually write directly let jr employees. I'm writing a different variable because already junior I have taken of type employee array is equal to, you can write a filter function. So how you write employees dot filter is a function. This will accept again a callback function as a value. So inside you have another function which will receive a employee. Okay, so what you supposed to write here is return. Okay, so this filter will loop through each and every employee object, and if you say return whatever the return and some condition you have to write. So whenever this condition match, that particular employee will be pushed to this array automatically. Okay, let's say return what is the condition, employee dot age less than or equal to 30. That's it. Okay, now check. If I say console.log of jr employees. Okay, now just go there. See, I got here also John and Rajan and Lara. Rajan and Lara, both are same result. Okay, so either you use this process or else use this process. Even shortcut is there. You can use filter with arrow function. You can use a filter arrow function. Okay, filter with arrow function. What is that is, you can say, but same variable you can't redeclare. So just say they are new employees. Okay, so what is arrow function is, this is the function you can just convert to an arrow. It means you don't have a function keyword, you just have an arrow. Okay, and even simplification is, if you have only one parameter, only one parameter, then you don't need to add a parenthesis. Even if you have just one line, you can also make in a shortcut just like this. Okay, like this. See here, employees dot filter each employee and returns. No return statement required here. Okay, so just say employee dot age, and this is a condition. So whoever employee matches this condition, it automatically adds to this resultant, and you can print it. This is the shortest format. See what we have done previously. This much logic you have written. Okay, almost 5-6 lines, but now just single line. Okay, you can just do console.log of this one also here. Okay, so let me run the program. Go back here and run the program. I got the same result. Okay, here, here, and here, same result. Okay, that's one thing. And along with filter, you have a map function. Map function. So map is to map certain conditions. It is little different. So in this filter function, what happened is, based on certain condition, you will receive an array of all objects, right? But in the map function, an array of not objects condition only will come. Okay. Uh, Instead of push, we can use filter. Yes, that's what I'm telling. Instead of using push like this, you can directly call this. Okay, same, both will be same answer. So better use this approach. Okay, so map function means I will tell you a small difference between filter and map. For example, I want an array. Okay, I just need one array. Array of not junior employees. I want array of all the serial numbers. I want to return one array. In that I want serial number one, comma serial number two, comma serial number three, serial number four. Okay, I want that array. For example, I want, let's say, one not one, comma one not two, like that. I want only serial numbers, not the complete object. Previously, what happened? We got a complete objects array, but only few elements based on condition. But I want uh, only serial numbers in the array. So for that case, we have to use a map function. Okay, so filter function not allowed here. I show you the difference. Okay, so let uh, IDs. Okay, IDs is equal to um I say, but IDs of what type? ID is what? ID is a string. Okay, you get the string array. So ID of string array, okay, is equal to, you say, employees dot map. Mapper. It also expects a callback function. So a function which will receive each employee. Okay. So in this iteration, what you want is IDs. So you can just make a return employee dot ID. That's it. So what's the problem? It's not ID, I think. Yeah, it's a serial number. Oh, sorry, I don't need to make ID. It's a serial number. Okay. So what happened? I have done. In filter, actually, you're supposed to write a condition. If the condition match, that object will return. But here, no condition in the map function. Only thing is a particular field you have to return. Okay, no condition allowed here. Okay, so now let's see console dot log of IDs. Okay, so let's see. Go back here and run the program. See, I got a list of IDs. If you want to get the list of only names, you can just say name. Okay, and you get all names like that. Suppose I say employee, then it shows the error because employee is an object, so you will receive employee array. Okay, if you suggest employee, so you get an array of all the employees. Okay, so you can map a particular thing. Okay, so I need just serial number. I can use it string array so that I get this one. Sir, you may ask, sir, can we add a filter function? Okay, if you write a filter function, can we take this as any type as of now? I want to satisfy all the examples, so let's make a any. So if you write employees this filter, what it will receive? Let's see. You got you got complete objects. Okay, but if I'm writing a map, then you get only serial number. So always remember, if you're writing a filter, this must be a condition. Okay, if you don't mention a condition, by default it is true. Okay, just name number, right? So some value, some it's true by default. So all employees will be, every iteration it is true, it returns an array of all employees. Okay, but if I say map, then no condition, it is just mapping each employee serial number to this array. So you get only array of this one. Okay, sometimes you have to fetch an array of a particular fields only, so that case you have to use mapper. So you want to filter it, you have to filter. Mostly we use these two functions. As general iteration for any other thing, you can use this. Okay, So this is about arrays concepts, and you have a lot of other functions like shift to unshift to push to pop and splice, slice, a lot of things. But anyway, I hope you know about that in JavaScript. Okay, fine. And now, um, okay, if you want to know those functions, I tell you. Uh, Other functions of array. Actually, we must not spend much time on this. Okay, other functions of array. For example, I say let technologies of type string array is equal to one array. Okay, I just take something called HTML, CSS, and and JavaScript. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and what? Node.js, and then Express.js. Okay, so I have a whole list of array. Suppose when you do console.log of technologies, okay, you get the complete array. Sorry, uh, you get the whole array. Okay, now tell me, I want to add some element at the starting of the array. What you do? I want to add bootstrap before HTML. So how to add technologies dot unshift bootstrap. Okay, so this unshift function will add to the starting of the array. If I run the program, say bootstrap add to the starting. If you want to add the same bootstrap at the end, you have to make it as push. Okay, so what happens? Bootstrap will add at the end of the array. If you want to remove the first element of the array, you can just say shift. If you want to remove the first element, HTML, you want to remove it. So shift, run the program. See HTML removed. If you want to remove the last element called express.js, pop. Okay, express.js removed. And I want to remove only CSS. What you do? See, you want to remove the starting one, shift, last one, pop. But I want to remove the middle. Only the CSS I want to remove it. So for this case, you have to use splice. So splice function works like what is the index of the element, and from that, how many elements you want to remove from that. So index is 0, 1. 1 is the index of the CSS, comma, how many elements you want to remove from there? Only one element. Okay. So if I run the program, see CSS has been removed. Okay, suppose you want to remove the JavaScript, just say 2 comma 1. So index of JavaScript is 2, and from there one element you have to remove, so delete count is 1. So JavaScript has been removed. Sir, I want to remove Node.js and JavaScript both. So what you do? 2 comma 2. From the two elements to be removed. So 2 will be removed. So hardly you'll get HTML, CSS, and Express.js like that. Okay. And one more thing is, sir, I want to replace JavaScript with jQuery. Okay, how to replace JavaScript with jQuery is, I tell you. What is the index? 0, 1, 2. So 2 is the index. At this index, one element I want to replace with jQuery like this. Same splice function will also work for replace and remove. So index of this element, from here only one element I want to replace with jQuery. So JavaScript replaced with jQuery. See, JavaScript replaced with jQuery. So like very many useful functions are available, but our point is not this one, because I hope you already know about JavaScript. Okay, when time comes, I'll explain this. Okay, because sometimes you have a products, you have a lot of products. I want to update the existing product. Okay, so you have all list of products. I want to replace this product with updated product. That case we have to use this. And sometimes you have a products and I want to remove the particular product from the array. So that case you have to use splice with one. So like that. Okay, so regularly we use a lot of array functions. Fine. And across 100 lines. Okay, that's about arrays concept. Now switch to another concept that's called functions. Okay, interesting concept, functions. So till now we have discussed objects and arrays, right? So now what we do is functions with these things also we'll see. All concepts we'll see starting onwards. Even variable declaration, data types, everything we'll see. Okay. So what is function? Function, marriage function, birthday function. Okay, COVID function. Okay, so function means a function is a block of statements. Function is a block of statements. It takes in some parameters, takes in some set of parameters, and it does some process and returns result. Simple man. Function, actually, why this function concept has come to the market is functionality. For example, if you take a fan, what is the functionality of the fan? A fan will take some input. What is that? It will take some power. Okay. And what functionality it will do? It will rotate. Okay. And what is output is coming? It's a air. Just like that. It's a functionality. Right. Let's take camera. Okay. So camera, what it does? I don't know. It takes the battery and inputs. It it does some photo shooting and video shooting. Output will be you get the photos files and video files, right? Just like that. If you have a vehicle, okay, car. So car will take fuel as a input. It will, I mean, rotate and all tires and all. It does some process inside, and you get the power out of this engine, right? Just like that. That's its function, and you can write those functions in every programming language. Okay. So can we write some functions? Okay, some types of functions. Okay. Um, and one more thing is in functional programming, in functional oriented programming, it's called as a function. In object oriented, same thing is called as a method. Okay, in when you write a class, it's called as a method, and if you don't write a class, a regular function is function. A small difference is there, but method concept we'll see once we start with object oriented. As of now, just function oriented function. Okay, so let's start. Let's create a new directory 08 hyphen ts hyphen functions. Okay, okay, let's start. What function? Let me create one ts file app.js. Okay, and I am in this folder. Let me go cd space dot cd space 08 tab cls. Yeah, I'm in a proper position. Okay, so let's start with a very basic function. Okay, a simple function. Okay, and the TypeScript functions are, just remember only one thing. TypeScript is type safety. Everything you have to make a type. You declare a variable, you declare object, you declare array, you declare function, whatever it is strictly typed. Okay, for functions concept, return type is strictly typed, and internal variables are strictly typed, and internal parameters also strictly typed. Okay, so each and everything is strictly typed. Okay, let's see the differences. You understand the differences between JavaScript function and this types of functions. Okay, let's start with a very basic function, a simple function. So you will write um, like this function greet. Okay, it doesn't take any input also, but it doesn't return also. If no return type, what we have to give? Void. Okay, most important as per TypeScript rules. Okay, so here I say let message message of type string is equal to good evening, good evening. Okay, so no return type. Okay, I just make a console.log of message. That's it, a very basic function. We define return type of a function and the variables type. Okay, so let's say console.log of you have to call a function. Sorry. So every function we have a two things: declaration and execution. We declared and how to call it. How to call greet just like any other. Save it. Now go check. Run the program. Oh, where is the program? Oh, I didn't enter the command. Node space app.js enter. I got good evening. Fine. Now let's make another function. Let's take a function with parameters. Some kind of parameters. Okay. So I say a function um, wish me. Okay. Okay. Something, or let's say print data. Something, some function. Okay. So here I will take two things, name and age. Generally in object we'll define like that. In JavaScript we'll define like that, but in TypeScript you must define the type of it. So name is of type what you're expecting, string type. Age I'm expecting of type number type, and any return type you're expecting no, then void, like this. Okay, so strictly you have to define. And here I'll say let some message of type string is equal to, I use backtick, I use name and age. I just print it. What you print? Hello, hello, Mr. or Mrs. something. Just say name. Just want to use the parameter. Okay, not much logic. I just wanted to just make sure how you declare a function. Logic doesn't matter. Okay. So hello name, and you are so and so age years old. You are just okay. Hello, Mister. You are just so and so years of old. Okay, fine. And so let's no returns type. So let's make a console log. Console.log of message. Okay. So how to call this function? Print data, and you have to suppose to pass exactly two parameters, and also first parameter of type string, next parameter of type number. Most important. Okay. So let's say print data. I pass my name, but my age. Okay. 32. Okay. You believe or not, that is my age. Okay. Fine. So print data, my name and age. Okay. So now let me run the program. How to run the program? Just go here, run. See, I got hello Navin. You're just that holiday cast cinema first stuff. Okay. So I got it, right? Sir, suppose I say, can I pass string 32 like this one? So it shows the error automatically, right? It says 32 string cannot assignable the number because it says, "Hey, dude, you have declared the parameter of type number, and how can you pass string? I don't accept it." But JavaScript it accepts. JavaScript doesn't question anything, right? Okay, fine. And you can't pass anything else extra. Something you pass, it throws error because most important, same number of parameters, same types of parameters. That is what TypeScript, and that's the reason why we came to TypeScript to strictly define. Okay, simple function with parameter. Can we take a function with return type? See, till now we don't have return type, right? Just void. I want to return some different type. Okay, so can we write something? Um, okay, I write a function. What is my function is reverse string. Okay. So whatever the string you give, I'll give you back a reverse string. Okay. So you have to provide me the string of type string, return type also string. Okay. So how you reverse bigger logic. Okay. Let temp of type string is equal to empty. So let me write a for let I equal to str dot length minus one, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus. So temp plus is equal to backtick. Just say str dot caret of I bus है ना, yeah, return temporary string. Okay, some logic written. I think you know about this. Okay, simple. I just loop through the reverse and get each and every character up into my local string and return. Okay, so see here, I made a function return type is string and my temporary string also return type is string. So that's why match, no error. For example, I say here number, you get the error because you can't return string if you declare as a number. So you should just make everything strict. Okay, fine. And so I call like this. So reverse string of my name. Okay, so what is answer? What is answer? Reverse of this will print, right? Let's see. If I go here, no output. Sir, where is my output? Actually, if you can think one more time, there is no console.log, right? Did you see any console.log? See previously console.log, you got output, console.log, you got output. Did you see any console.log here? No. Then how can you expect a result? No. Okay, so thing is, I wanted made it. Now you understand. Simple, huh? If this function returns something, okay, you call a function, that function takes a string, does the process and returns something. So if that returns something, you have to catch it. Okay, so how you catch it? You catch with a variable. Okay, so it means you don't need to just call like this regularly here. Here we don't need to catch it because it is not returns anything void, so don't catch it. If you catch also nothing will come, undefined will come, but here this function returns a string, this one, so you have to catch it because temp actually contain the result. Okay, so how to catch it? Let result of type string like this. Okay, so I'm doing let result is equal to reverse string of this one. When you call this function, it does some process, it returns temp, so that temp is assigned to my result. Now let's do console.log of result. Okay, let's save it, go check, run the program. I got reverse one something. Okay, I got a reverse string. So main concept is not reverse string. Okay, concept is how to write a function with return type. Return type. Okay, one more thing is actually we are writing just normal functions. See this function keyword, function keyword, function keyword, these are all just normal functions. But in JavaScript, we can write a function three ways. Okay, so one is normal function as usual. What are we writing till now? That is normal function, and we have function expression. You can write a function expression or also arrow function. Okay, so we can write a function. It can be normal function or I mean it can be a no parameter, it can be a with parameter, it can be written type, whatever it is. You can make three ways. Normal function is all normal, expression is different, arrow is different. Okay, we know normal function, right? Just function with the name, this is normal function. What is function expression? Anyone tell me what is function expression? Function expression is just like a variable expression. For example, how you declare a variable? Let a is equal to 10. Okay, don't worry, I forgot number. Okay, see here, if I say let a is equal to 10, it means you have assigned a value to a variable. Same like that, you can assign a string to a variable, you can assign an object to a variable, you can assign an array to a variable, you can also assign a function to a variable. That's called function expression. Okay, so what is function expression means? You can assign the function definition itself as a value to another variable. That's called a function expression. Okay, let's create some example on function expression. Okay, just like this one. Can we write some function? This very basic, okay, logic. Let sum is equal to generally some function. How you write function sum? You have a b like this, right? But instead of writing like this, I can also write like this. Let the sum is equal to one function like this. Okay, so some value is a function. Okay, it will take some parameters, a of type number, but in future don't write a b c d because there's no meaning for a and b. So b of type number. Okay, so a and b, you can make some logic. Let result is equal to a plus b and result of type number. Okay, a plus b plus a something, and you can return or print it your wish. Okay, let's say console.log of result. Okay, so how to call? This is what function expression. Okay, how to call sum of 10 comma 20? Just call like that. Okay, and also please remember I have written a colon number b colon number. Okay, but while calling I got a colon 10 b colon 10. So this actually I have not written a colon b colon while calling. I have not written. People will confuse here. Generally how you call a function, let me copy this. Okay, it looks a colon but I have not written it, come automatically. Okay, for example if you paste that here, see what I call 10 comma 20. I have not made a colon 10 like that. Okay, so a colon as displaying here in webstrom just to indicate that 10 is going to variable a, b 20 is going to variable b, like that, just indication. Okay, uh, so just call like, just write like this. Okay, it will take a colon or something. Okay, see I show you. I say sum 10 I written. See automatically a has come, comma 20 I written, b has come automatically, right? So don't confuse, we have not written a and b colon. Fine, and now what to do? What to do? Oh, result. Run the program. I got 40. 40, yeah. Okay, 10 plus 20 plus 10, 40. Yeah, okay. So this is function
Hello.
expression. Ah,
No need to mention here void. This is not returning anything.
okay, okay. Good question. Void. We have to mention. I
Then
forgot.
error didn't come.
No, it won't come.
Why?
Actually, why? Why means, see, if you violate this, you get error. Okay, but
Okay.
why we define void is generally in JavaScript we never mention, right? So in my TypeScript
Mhm.
void is to make sure you doesn't return anything. For make sure. Okay, for example, you say string, it says there because you doesn't return. Okay, so intentionally as a developer will write a void because they may write future a lot of code inside, so make sure they won't return. So for that type safety they make void. Okay, but if you don't write also it works, but when it throws the error is, if I say return, if I say return result, that case it throws the error because it is declared as a void. And if you don't declare it doesn't bother, but as a developer we have to take care of it. Okay, fine. So but make sure it must be a void. Okay, fine, because we will be having general JavaScript in mind, no, so we'll write like that. Okay, function expression done. And same function you can also write like a arrow function. Okay, so what is that arrow function is? Same function only, but no function keyword, just arrow afterwards. That's called arrow function. Okay, let's make arrow function, because if you know this, we can write every function is arrow function. Okay, so let's say some other function. Let add is equal to function. Just write same way, and then I convert to arrow number and be of type number. Okay, of type void. Okay, so it just not doing anything. Just say let result of type number is equal to a plus b. Let's say console.log of result. Okay, so I have it. Let's call. How to call? Add 10 20. Okay, see a and colon b colon command automatically. So let me run. Just 30. Fine. So this function is a function expression, but how to convert to arrow is very, very simple step. Delete the function keyword, and after this, before curly brace, make an arrow. That is arrow function. Okay, you know what? This is the whole function. It's a function. Okay, you get the result. But this way of creating a function is coming from ES6 version onwards. Okay, fine. And so what we discuss, function with simple function, parameter, return type. Okay, fine. One concept is we have taken a function, parameters, just string and number as a parameter. Right? Till now, what we take, okay, string as a parameter, string as a parameter, number as a parameter, like that. So can we take only string and number as parameter? No, we can take object as a parameter, array as a parameter, function as a parameter, right? If you take function as a parameter, that's called as callback function, right? In JavaScript. Okay, let's take a function which takes an object as parameter. Okay, let's see how. So let's start with an object as a parameter to a function. Okay, so to a function means you can take normal function, arrow function, function expression, anything, but everywhere object as a parameter. Okay, so, okay, let me start with arrow function onwards. From now onwards, everything arrow function I want to make. Okay, so what you do, object as parameter. So let me declare an object first because I want to make a function which takes an object. Object means you have to define the type, correct? Our own type. So interface. Oh, long story. Interface mobile. Okay. So I need a brand of type string and color of type string, price of type number. I have taken a object type. So now I'll make a function. Let print object some function is equal to a function. Okay. So this function takes in an object of type, not number or string. It is of mobile type. Okay, you can take like this. But object doesn't make sense. Let's make mobile. Okay, mobile of type mobile. Okay, so what it does? Nothing much, just prints it. Okay, you can write some logic, but I'm just printing as it is mobile. Okay, fine. And so I have taken a function which takes in an object as parameter. So how to pass data? If it is a normal string or number, you can pass directly. But if it is object, what you do? You have to you have to create object and pass. So let mobile one is equal to okay. Let mobile one of type mobile is equal to one object brand, just like previous Apple color silver and price 35,000 something. Okay, I got object, but I want to print the object, so this function will do the printing. So can we pass this object to this function to print? So what you do, print object of mobile one. That's it. Okay, I call like this. Okay, now check. It will just print the object, nothing much. Okay, and don't worry, sir, you just to print object why you have done like that. Our concept is how to create a function, okay? Not just printing an object. Okay, so you have a function which takes in something. Okay, in this, I tell you one more thing. This function takes in an object, so you create object separately and you pass. Sometimes you can pass the whole object in line. What I mean is, you can say print object. What is this expecting object? Can I say an object like this? Yep, you can take like this because mobile one is what? Is object. So that's what my object here. But what you have to pass is expecting mobile type. Mobile type means three things should be there. So let's make them. Uh, brand something Lenovo Lenovo. Okay, and what else? Price. Oh, sorry. Price 35,000. I don't know, some 15,000. And what else? Color. Color black. Okay, fine. And don't worry, sir, you have made a different order. Actually, for object order doesn't matter. Arrays order matters. Correct? Array means it's based on index, so arrays orders matter. Object order doesn't matter, right? Object dot brand and color you can access. Fine, that's why I made a different order. But make sure you have the same amount of properties and same names of properties. Okay, so you can also call like that. Okay, run the program. So you got answer. Okay, but only reverse process because I pass in a reverse. That's fine. So this is object as parameter. Can we take array as parameter? Okay, array as parameter to a function. Okay, let's see how to take array as parameter. Array as parameter means you can take an array. Okay, can we take an array? What type of array you want? I want string array you can take, but string array just normal. I want some products array. Yes, better. But products array means products is a type, so define the type. Interface product. Okay. So what will be the product ID? Some barcode or something. Okay. String and product name. String product quantity. String quantity number. Some cages or something. What else? I don't know. Name, price, number. Okay, fine. So product is having some data, but I want to have an array. So let's say let's print printing. Okay, print array is my function. So you can take array function or normal function expression. So here I'll take a parameter of products of type product array. Okay, if you just take product is an object, right? I'll take array. Okay, so you must have to provide an array of products. Okay, so what it does, I just prints the names among it. Okay, so to print only names, what you do, let's result is equal to empty string. Okay, loop it for let. Instead, we can use a map function simply. Okay, return return products dot map. In that, I take each product. I return product dot name. Okay, so it returns an array of names. Name is what? String. So you have to make sure you write string array. It takes in products array, but returns string array. Okay. So how to call? You need to have a products array first. Let the products is equal to one array, at least two products of type most important product array. Okay. Now inside one object in the serial number control space you do id. Okay, id string number string 101 a something, and name I don't know, Samsung, some smart watch. Okay, so quantity to price price around some 850 rupees, very cheap. Okay, one, and let's copy this and paste id 202 a or b whatever. um what is this? I don't know. Laptop. Okay, I'll just say mobile. Three mobiles each is something more. Okay, fine. So I have two objects. Okay, I have to pass to this guy, so that guy will return me array of names. So I will return array of smartwatch mobile. Okay, how to call? print array of products. Okay, let's check. Run the program. No result. Oh, I made a I written no. Okay, if this function returns something, you have to catch it, right? Okay, fine, good. How to catch it? Catch with what? It returns string array. You have to catch string array only. Okay, so let names. Okay, let's say product names of type string array is equal to like this. Okay, and let's do console dot log of product names. Array product names. Okay, fine. And now check back here on the program. Okay, so smartwatch and mobile. Okay, looks good. So we can do a lot of functions. I think. Okay, fine. Done with the functions. Can we do one thing? Okay, I'll give you some task for you guys. What is the task is? Can you prepare a chicken curry using functions? Okay, so let's take a task here. Prepare chicken curry using functions. Okay, so I made this example on my JavaScript tutorial. So just watch it. Okay, so then you understand how to make chicken curry. That is JavaScript. You make it TypeScript. Okay, how to make chicken curry with function. So just make this example. If you want to get the hint on it, chicken curry means no chicken image or something. Just string will come returns. Okay, generally, I mean, what is the importance of this example is because if you develop a complex logic, right, in Java, in Angular, you write complex logic because complex application development, right? So you have a lot of functions. So you call one function, you get the result, and that result you add something, and that you call some other function that gives some results, and you get some other result from some other function. Both will pass to some other function, and finally you get the result. So just like that, in that concept, we made this example. So generally, how chicken biryani made, I mean chicken curry. You can take a chicken, you put it in the bowl, you'll wash it. Okay. I mean after washing, you put in the bowl, you'll add masala and all, you mix it, and then you take to another bowl, you'll boil it. Okay, you'll add some water and everything, and lastly you'll take it to the plate and you'll have. So like three different functions required here. Okay, and their own input parameters, their own result. So based on that concept, we made it. So just search in my um, go to okay here. If you go to playlist, if you know functional oriented programming, then we can start with object oriented. Actually, for TypeScript, most important is object oriented. Okay, somewhere you can find function. Yeah, chicken symbol is there. Na? Chicken curry with JavaScript. So this one, I'll give you the link. Okay, so watch it and convert me to TypeScript. Okay, fine, and that's it. Enough with functions. And next, we have to discuss some of the ES6 features. Okay, some advanced features we should know. We are already using ES6 features, but let constant arrow function for off loop like that. But some more interesting things also there because in Angular we use them extensively. So before we start Angular, we must know that. After we finish ES6 features, we'll start with OOPS concepts like classes, interfaces, abstract classes, many things. Just like your core Java, what you have in object oriented, like polymorphism, constructor, static, what is there, instance, like that. Okay, let's create another folder 09 hyphen ts hyphen es6 features. Okay, so let's discuss this concept tomorrow. Okay, fine. And what's my plan is actually I thought of finishing by Saturday, but Saturday no class, no. Okay, we'll do one thing. Tomorrow we'll start ES6 features and finish, and tomorrow itself classes concept starts. Okay, this is just half an hour. Okay, so Friday we'll finish, and Saturday Sunday holiday. Okay, only Monday to Friday class. On Monday, I think, yeah, we'll wind up. Monday last class for TypeScript. Okay, fine. And then Tuesday, actually supposed to Monday itself we have to start Angular, but not possible because we have taken Saturday as a holiday. So Tuesday we'll start Angular freshly. Okay, fine. So Friday we'll start with tomorrow. We'll start with ES6 features and classes concepts. Okay, fine. Anything else? Any question? Anybody? You guys are not asking question, eh? Simply watching, eh? Okay. I think you guys has joined the Telegram group, right? Because when I sent a mail, in that mail last somewhere Telegram group link will be there. Okay. For example, what is the email I'm sending daily? One minute. Somewhere I have it. Evening batch. Yeah, this is the email I sent daily. I'll just add to this email.
I'm not receiving the email.
Who is not receiving?
This is me, Anup.
Anup, you are shifted to evening batch, morning batch. Acha, okay, okay. I made yesterday itself, right? From today onwards, you'll get.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So yeah, this is email, no? In that, I think lastly, yeah, this one here, Telegram link. Okay. So what is this Telegram link is, as I said, if you get some issues, if you get some errors, right, while practice, so go join this Telegram link, just like WhatsApp. You install WhatsApp, right? Just like install Telegram, and click on this link from your mobile. It opens in Telegram. Okay. So let me open that in the browser. This is a group. Wait. It is actually UI Brain Technologies. Huh? No, it's a wrong URL then. Sorry guys, this is wrong URL. This is actually for complete UI technologies group, not that one. Only for separate online classes, we have separate link. Okay, let me give you. I'll just give you the link now. If you can go to my GitHub repository, repositories, somewhere UI technology. Yep, somewhere I given. Yeah, this one. This is the correct link. Why I miss it? Yep, this one. Okay, let me paste that link. This is not this link. You want, you can join this also. This link. Yeah, less people will be there. UI Brains online. So only for online people. Okay. So you can just join here and you can ask a lot of questions. So many people are asking questions. Okay. Okay. Do that. So that will be end of your email. So please check it and join. And YouTube website, Facebook group. Yeah, we have a Facebook group. So please join the Facebook group. If any updates, I will send through here. Okay. And GitHub source code you can find here. Okay. Fine. Yep. So that's it. And tomorrow we'll meet. And don't worry, from Monday onwards, 2 hours class. Okay. Because you just joined now itself. No? Yeah. From Monday onwards, 2 hours class. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much for joining and happy learning. We'll meet on tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow and Saturday is a holiday. Right. Thank you.